a country shaped like a chili pepper but famous for 3 W's. Join us as we unveil what each W represents in this fascinating nation. There's a place in Chile that looks so much like Mars that NASA tested its rovers there before sending them to the Red Planet. Beyond its capital, which attracts tourists and immigrants, this country is also home to one of the world's most livable cities for older adults. Or are you someone who seeks more vibrant experiences with talented and attractive women? Perhaps you're curious about unique cultural elements like love hotels or coffee shops with special services? Could these be the reasons why so many tourists and expats choose to come here? Or is it because the cost of living is just $300 per week? Don't wait any longer. Join us in discovering and exploring life in Chile in today's travel documentary. Chile. The Chile-shaped land stretches between the majestic Andes Mountains and the deep blue Pacific Ocean. With a length of over 4,270 kilometers, 2,653 miles, but an average width of only about 177 kilometers, 110 miles. Chile is the longest and narrowest country in the world. If placed on a map of the United States, its length would span from the Canadian border all the way down to Mexico. Interestingly, despite having an area of approximately 750,000 square kilometers, 289,000 square miles, Chile also claims sovereignty over a portion of Antarctica, covering more than 1,250,000 square kilometers, 482,000 square miles, making its theoretical total area more than twice its actual landmass. However, these claims are not recognized under the Antarctic Treaty. The name Chile is believed to originate from the language of the indigenous Mapuche people, meaning the end of the world. And indeed, with the wild land of Patagonia, massive glaciers, and the southernmost region near the Drake Passage, the meeting point of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, Chile truly is one of the last places on Earth. Chile's national flag is one of the most easily confused flags in the world. With a design similar to the Texas flag, Chile has experienced humorous mix-ups on the international stage. One such incident occurred when an honored guest at a diplomatic event mistakenly raised the Texas flag instead of Chile's, causing the entire hall to burst into laughter. Additionally, during a major sporting event, Chile's flag was displayed upside down on a live broadcast, leaving millions of viewers bewildered, wondering whether this was a new country or just a typographical error. Chile has a coastline nearly 6,500 kilometers, 4,000 miles long, but if you think you can come here and enjoy tropical beaches like in Brazil or Mexico, think again. The north is home to the Atacama Desert, the driest place on Earth, where some areas have never recorded a single drop of rain in hundreds of years. Meanwhile, the south is a world of temperate rainforests and massive glaciers. If the US has the Grand Canyon, Chile takes pride in the Moon Valley, Valle de la Luna, a landscape so similar to Mars that NASA once tested planetary exploration equipment there. That's right, the first W we revealed is weather. Chile has a population of approximately 19.5 million people, with a high percentage of individuals of mixed European and indigenous descent. Many Chileans have ancestors from Spain, Germany, and Italy. Spanish is the official language, but an interesting and often challenging aspect of communicating in Chile is that Chileans speak Spanish at an incredibly fast pace, possibly the fastest in the world, to the point where even native Spanish speakers from other countries struggle to keep up. Just when you think you've mastered Spanish, you arrive in Santiago and find yourself completely lost, wondering what people are saying to you. For example, in Chilean Spanish, the letter S is often omitted, so in a store 200 pesos becomes 200 peso. However, you won't feel alone in Chile, as the country has a large expat community, with over 2 million foreigners living and retiring here. You might encounter Palestinian families who have a significant influence on the economy and sports, particularly the football club Palestino. Walking through the streets of Puerto Varas, you might feel like you're in Europe, surrounded by German-style houses, while Italian communities have played a key role in making Chile one of the world's wine powerhouses. New waves of immigrants from Venezuela, Colombia, and Bolivia are adding even more vibrancy to the country, transforming many neighborhoods, especially in the capital Santiago, into a fascinating cultural mosaic. Although Chile has the longest coastline in South America, its capital, Santiago, is not located directly by the sea. However, just 56 miles to the west, you'll find one of the most impressive man-made wonders in the world, San Alfonso del Mar, the largest swimming pool on the planet. This massive pool holds a Guinness World Record, covering a water surface area of 8 hectares, 20 acres, and stretching nearly 1 kilometer, 0.6 miles, equivalent to 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But let's return to the heart of Chile, Santiago. Some areas of Santiago might be mistaken for the United States, as towering skyscrapers have risen along the city's skyline, set against the backdrop of the Andes. When you see the Gran Torre Santiago, you might be reminded of the fortresses from The Lord of the Rings, but this is no fantasy creation by Tolkien. It's the tallest building in South America. Standing at 984 feet, 300 meters with 64 floors, it houses a modern shopping mall in Sky Costanera, an observation deck on the 61st to 62nd floors where you can take in a breathtaking 360-degree view of Santiago. Santiago is a global city with wide boulevards, one of the cleanest metro systems in South America, and modern 5-lane highways. Chile is also a pioneer in testing 100% electric, eco-friendly buses, demonstrating the country's commitment to green technology. But behind the glitz and glamour of the skyscrapers lies a very down-to-earth Santiago. Chileans are extremely polite when standing in line, yet they are famously impatient drivers on the streets. Just like in the United States, people in Chile live at a fast pace, always in a hurry and busy with their daily lives. They walk briskly on sidewalks, rush to catch the metro, and often have a quick breakfast or simply grab a coffee while standing at a cafe. Young women in Chile also seem to be swept up in the city's hustle and bustle. On the crowded streets of Santiago, you'll see them walking quickly, scrolling through their phones or wearing headphones, immersed in lively Latin music. Some take a quick stop at roadside cafes, order a café cortado, and continue on their way. Chilean women have a captivating blend of Latin charm and European elegance. Their most striking feature seems to be their physique. On Santiago's busy streets, you'll often see them striding confidently. Tight jeans, crop tops, paired with sneakers or ankle boots, this signature style highlights their curves while keeping things comfortable. Beyond their mesmerizing beauty, Chilean women are known as some of the strongest and most independent women in South America. Interestingly, the percentage of women attending university in Chile is higher than men, with over 54% of university students being female. Many of them go on to become successful entrepreneurs, scientists, or leaders in various fields. Despite being modern and independent, Chilean women still prioritize family. They tend to live close to their parents even as adults, and family meals remain an essential part of their lives. They value a man's sense of humor over just good looks because to them, a genuine smile is the most attractive trait. While they don't seek men with excessive wealth, they also aren't drawn to someone weak or lacking ambition. In Chile, affectionate gestures when greeting someone are completely normal, even with new acquaintances. If you're visiting Chile for the first time, don't be surprised if a Chilean woman welcomes you with a bright smile and a light hug. Many Chilean women, especially the younger generation or those living in urban areas, speak English quite well. That's right, the second W we've uncovered is women. But would you like to hear more about the unique qualities of Chilean women, or some tips on understanding and winning the heart of a Chilean woman? Comment the number 6 below the video, and we'll share it with you. Let's turn back time to February 14th, Valentine's Day, the most romantic day of the year. In the US, over 250 million roses are sold, with 80% purchased by men, and around 6 million Americans choose this day to propose, making Valentine's the most popular engagement day of the year. In Chile, the atmosphere is just as passionate and filled with excitement. Here, Valentine's Day is called Dia de los Enamorados, the Day of Lovers. As night falls, cities like Santiago, Valparaiso, and Viña del Mar light up with romance. The streets glow with bright lights, bars dazzle with candles and roses, and romantic restaurants are fully booked. Chileans love expressing their affection through sweet gestures, red roses, boxes of chocolate, cute love cards, and intimate candlelit dinners. But what's even more fascinating and uniquely Chilean is the love hotel culture. That's right. After a day full of love, many couples in Chile end their romantic night at a love hotel for some private moments together. In Santiago, these romantic rooms come with large mirrors, enchanting LED lights, round beds, and jacuzzi tubs, creating the perfect setting for passion to ignite. Currently, there are around 500 love hotels in Chile. Yet, even that number isn't enough, as on Valentine's night, rooms are fully booked, and even regular hotels have few vacancies left. What do you think about these hotels? But what if we told you there are even more exclusive services, like enjoying a cup of coffee with stunning women? Want to learn more about it? If so, comment 8. We'll share all the details with you in the comments below. It's no coincidence that Santiago has been recognized as one of the most livable cities. Simply put, it is one of the wealthiest and most prosperous cities in the region. According to the World Bank, Chile's GDP per capita reached approximately $16,000 in 2023, significantly higher than the Latin American average of $9,000. One of the key factors driving Chile's strong economy is its mining industry. Chile is the world's largest producer of copper, supplying 27% of global output. Additionally, the country is one of the top wine exporters, generating over $2 billion in annual revenue, competing directly with renowned wine-producing nations like France, Italy, and Spain. Economic growth has led to a better quality of life for Chileans. According to the 2023 Latin American Economic Outlook report by the OECD, Chile's poverty rate is just 8.1%, far lower than the Latin American average of 24.1%. Chileans benefit from a modern healthcare and education system, with an average life expectancy of 80.7 years, one of the highest in the region. Contrasting with Santiago's modern urban landscape, Valparaiso stands out not only for its historic architecture, but also for its unique local culture. Alongside 19th-century European-style buildings and ancient funicular railways, daily life in Valparaiso is enriched by simple yet captivating cultural traditions. Traditional tea houses and small street cafes are bustling from early morning, where locals gather to chat over strong cups of tea, an age-old tradition in this coastal city. In neighborhoods like Cerro Alegre and Cerro Concepcion, colorful graffiti-covered walls serve as a vibrant backdrop for street vendors, artisan bakeries, and unique souvenir shops, creating a lively yet intimate atmosphere. Valparaiso residents take great pride in their folk music traditions and street performances, where the sounds of guitars, drums, and soulful singing weave together stories of the city's past. Small festivals and spontaneous street concerts further add to the richness and diversity of Valparaiso's cultural scene. But if you're looking for a quieter city, there's even a place known as the most livable city for seniors. That's right, you heard correctly. Valdivia, located in southern Chile, is a city renowned for its quality of life, especially for the elderly. With a population of about 150,000, over 20% are age 60 and above, a figure expected to rise to 25% in the next decade. The city is actively working to improve senior living conditions through the Gerontological Hub project. This initiative aims to develop essential services such as a specialized geriatric care unit at Valdivia's public hospital, a new geriatrics research facility at Austral University, a rehabilitation center with a capacity of 80 patients per day, a state-run spa and recreation center, and a modern retirement home with 10 specialized facilities. Previously, Valdivia's nursing home could only accommodate around 20 seniors. With government assistance of just 104,000 Chilean pesos, about $146 per month, making it difficult for them to afford living costs and leaving many feeling neglected by society. However, with these improvements, nearby roads have been renovated, bus services have been expanded, and plans for electric buses are underway to make transportation more accessible for the elderly. Seniors in Valdivia frequently participate in social gatherings, enjoying warm and meaningful interactions with friends and family, ensuring they never feel alone in a society that values and respects aging. What do you think about this senior-friendly city? Would you like to visit or learn more about it? Leave a comment below, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Chile is a unique travel destination with countless breathtaking landmarks, starting with the Atacama Desert, known as the driest non-polar desert in the world. Located in northern Chile and stretching over 1,000 kilometers between the towering Andes Mountains and the vast Pacific Ocean, Atacama covers an immense area of 363,000 square kilometers. It is also the driest place on Earth. At an altitude of 7,500 feet, some parts of Atacama have not received a single drop of rain for centuries, creating an otherworldly landscape that feels like stepping onto another planet. Its striking red terrain, vast sand dunes, and bizarre geological formations give visitors the sensation of wandering across Mars. An unmissable experience, especially for astronomy enthusiasts, as the night sky here is considered one of the best places on Earth to observe stars and the Milky Way. In stark contrast to Atacama's arid landscape, Chile is also home to nearly 80% of South America's glaciers, covering an estimated area of 20,000 square kilometers. These icy landscapes offer not only breathtaking frigid beauty, but also the perfect destination for adventurers seeking to explore raw, untouched nature. Standing before towering ice formations and hearing the wind whistle through the frozen crevices evokes a sense of being transported back to Earth's primordial past. No mention of Chile would be complete without Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui, a mysterious island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean. Famous for its over 800 colossal moai statues, carved from volcanic rock between 1000 and 1500 AD, Easter Island presents visitors with a mesmerizing blend of history and culture. These statues, scattered across the island from the Rano Raraku crater to Ahu Tongariki near the town of Hangaroa, remain an enigma that fascinates the world. The island's vibrant atmosphere, enriched with traditional folk music and the energetic Cueca dance, leaves visitors in awe, sparking curiosity about the origins, meaning, and incredible effort behind the creation of these ancient monuments. In Chile's vibrant cultural tapestry, two of the most exhilarating festivals that captivate international visitors are Fiestas Patrias and the La Tirana Festival. Fiestas Patrias, celebrated in September, marks Chile's Independence Day with grand festivities that showcase the country's rich traditions and colorful fashion displays. Chilean women dazzle in vibrant traditional attire, their bright smiles and joyful spirit filling every street corner. Both locals and tourists immerse themselves in the festive atmosphere, indulging in classic Chilean delicacies like empanadas, anticuchos, and, of course, the country's world-renowned wine. Next is the La Tirana Festival, held in July, a spectacular event that honors faith and indigenous traditions in northern Chile. Known as a true explosion of color, this festival is famous for its energetic dances, extravagant costumes, and unique performances that reflect the passionate spirit of the people. Here, music, dance, and attire are not just cultural expressions but also a tribute to natural beauty and unbreakable vitality. The seamless fusion of tradition and modernity creates a one-of-a-kind celebration, making visitors feel as if they've stepped into a mesmerizing, joyous world unlike any other. Rest assured while wandering through Chile's mountains, deserts, or city streets, as this country not only boasts breathtaking natural landscapes, but is also recognized for its safety. According to the Positive Peace Index 2022, Chile ranks as the 30th most peaceful country in the world and the safest nation in Latin America. This means that whether you're strolling through Santiago's bustling streets or exploring the untouched beauty of the Atacama Desert, you'll find yourself in a secure and welcoming environment. However, like in any country, travelers should keep a few precautions in mind to ensure a smooth trip. Always keep your belongings in a safe place, avoid walking alone at night in deserted areas, and use maps, travel guides, or apps to navigate your destinations efficiently. With these tips, you can fully enjoy your Chilean adventure with peace of mind and complete safety. One unique aspect of Chile is its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire, making it prone to frequent earthquakes. But Chileans? They don't even flinch. Earthquakes here are so common that they've become just another part of daily life, much like New Yorkers navigating the subway or Californians dealing with traffic jams. And here's something fascinating. Chileans don't just accept earthquakes, they've turned them into a cocktail, called terremoto, meaning earthquake in Spanish. This drink is made with pipeño white wine, pineapple ice cream, fernet, and grenadine, resulting in a unique mix that's sweet yet strong enough to make you feel a little shaken up, just like the real tremors that frequently visit Chile. But Chile isn't just famous for earthquakes, it's also a wine lover's paradise. As the world's 5th largest wine exporter and the 9th biggest wine producer, Chile boasts over 1,200 kilometers of vineyards spread across 14 renowned wine regions, from the legendary Maipo Valley to the cool coastal Casablanca Valley. So when you visit, don't miss the chance to savor a glass of Chilean wine, because wine is the final W we've been looking for. Chilean cuisine is just as fascinating as its world-class wines, and the colorful experience of living in an earthquake-prone country. Here, the flavors of the sea and mountains blend into a unique culinary symphony, with traditional dishes made from the freshest ingredients. Chileans are known for their seafood dishes including fish, shrimp, and crab, caught directly from the vast Pacific Ocean, comparable to the freshness of New England seafood, but infused with a tropical twist. One must-try dish is empanadas, golden, crispy pastries with a fragrant, flavorful filling. Made from soft wheat dough, they are typically stuffed with seasoned beef or seafood, making them an irresistible treat for any food lover. Another iconic dish is pastel de choclo, a beautifully golden-baked corn pie, combining ground meat, eggs, and olives, delivering the comforting, rich taste of a traditional family meal. Living in Chile can be both affordable and expensive, depending on your lifestyle and the area you choose. Santiago, the capital of Chile, has the highest cost of living, comparable to major U.S. cities like Houston or Miami, while smaller areas like Valparaiso or Concepcion have significantly lower prices. If you want to live in downtown Santiago, a one-bedroom apartment costs around $500 to $900 per month, whereas in smaller cities, rent ranges from $300 to $600 per month. Expensive areas like Las Condes or Vitacura, where many expats and business people reside, have rental prices comparable to high-end neighborhoods in the U.S. If you want to rent a larger apartment, 2 to 3 bedrooms, you will need to pay between $1,000 to $2,500 per month in the central area. Food costs in Chile are relatively affordable compared to Western standards. A meal at a casual restaurant costs about $8 to $12, while a dinner at a mid-range restaurant can go up to $20 to $40 per person. If you cook at home, weekly grocery expenses range from $50 to $100 depending on consumption. A loaf of bread costs about $1, a liter of milk around $1.20, and a kilogram of high-quality beef can range from $10 to $15. Public transportation in Santiago is well developed but not necessarily cheap. A metro or bus ride costs about $1.20 to $1.50 per trip, and a monthly travel pass can cost around $50 to $60. If you drive, gasoline prices are currently about $5, $6 per gallon, comparable to many U.S. states. Utility costs, including electricity, water, internet, and gas, typically range from $80 to $150 per month for a small apartment. High-speed internet costs about $40 to $60 per month, similar to U.S. rates. Healthcare services in Chile offer 2 options: the public system, FONASA, and the private system, ISAPRE. Private health insurance can cost between $100 to $300 per month, depending on the plan. A visit to a private doctor ranges from $30 to $70 per consultation, while a visit to a public hospital may only cost $10 to $20, though waiting times can be long. Regarding education, if you have children, tuition fees for private international schools in Santiago can be expensive, ranging from $8,000 to $20,000 per year. Public schools are free, but primarily teach in Spanish. Overall, a single person living in Santiago with a moderate lifestyle may need at least $1,200 to $1,800 per month, while a family of 4 will need at least $2,500 to $4,000 per month to live comfortably. If you choose to live in smaller cities, these costs can be reduced by 20 to 40%. What do you think about the cost of living here? If you find it reasonable, comment 1. If not, comment 0, and we will share tips on how to save money while living in Chile. Finally, let's explore visas for traveling to Chile. Traveling to Chile is a simple process for US and European citizens. For short-term visits of up to 90 days, no visa is required. A valid passport is sufficient. However, if you are considering retiring or settling in Chile, you will need to apply for a temporary residency visa. This requires providing documents such as a valid passport, a recent criminal background certificate, proof of income or pension, and other related documents. The application process is carried out through Chilean consulates or embassies abroad. Processing times may vary, so it is advisable to apply well before your intended move. Once granted, a temporary residency visa allows you to live in Chile for a specific period, with the possibility of renewal and eventually applying for permanent residency. Thus, we have explored and experienced life in Chile in today's travel documentary. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found this useful, please subscribe to our channel and share it with others. See you in the next travel documentary.